Our entertainment editor, Chloe, found every pop culture reference in Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets department. Let's talk about it. There's a lot. Down bad, Taylor says, "Did you take all my old clothes just to leave me here naked and alone?" And obviously this is a reference to the Garden of Eden after eating the fruit of the knowledge of the good and evil, so this is clearly a biblical reference. This is a Narnia reference. She says in So Long London, "You left me at the house by the heath," which Hampstead Heath is supposedly what inspired C.S. Lewis to write the Chronicles of Narnia. We love this one. And I hate it here, Taylor says, "I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind people need a key to get to." This is obviously referencing Secret Garden, the book and movie. I personally loved this book, so I was happy to see this. Now, in Thank You, Amy, this is a Greek mythology reference. There seems to be quite a few of these. She says, "I pushed each boulder up the hill." This is referencing a Greek god that was forced to push a boulder up the hill, and every time it fell down, to redo it over and over again. This is obviously referencing the feud with Kim and her, where she keeps on having to live this out over and over again. Another Greek mythology reference in Cassandra. So they killed Cassandra first because she feared the worst and tried to tell the town. Greek mythology, Cassandra of Troy is a woman who was beautiful, and her name actually means she who entangles men. She was the princess of Troy, and Apollo, the Greek god, actually fell in love with her and gave her the gift of prophecy. But then, when she realized she didn't love him, Apollo actually took the gift back and made it a curse, so every man was forced to not believe her anymore. In the Bolter, Taylor says, "She fell through the ice, then came out alive." I think this is a reference to Little Women and Amy March. Amy March was notoriously not really liked by fans, hence the line, "A curious child ever reviled except for her own father." We think this line could be a reference, though, to when Amy March fell through the ice. In My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys, she says, "I felt more when we played pretend than with all the Kens." Really a reference to the Barbie movie. Guilty as Sin, she says, "How can I be guilty as sin?" Actually wrote Carolina for the book to movie adaptation Where the Crawdads Sing, and in Carolina, she said I was guilty as sin and sleep in a liar's bed. Speed round, we're going to go through a couple more, but Daddy, I Love Him is a reference to The Little Mermaid and The Notebook. Guilty as Sin, she references the Downtown Lights by the Blue Nile, as well as the crucifixion and the resurrection of Jesus Christ in the Bible. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me is a reference to Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, which is about a bitter and aging couple who weaponize the youth of their guest against one another. Love of My Life, she talks about the coward claimed he was a lion. This is referencing Wizard of Oz. Obviously, the Mr. Steal Your Girl line was Trey Songz. I Could Do It With a Broken Heart, obviously talking about the Eras Tour. The Alchemy and the Prophecy could be a Harry Potter reference, which talks about alchemy and prophecies. And in So High School, she has so many. She talks about Grand Theft Auto, Aristotle, American Pie. She also mentioned games like Kiss, Marry, Kill, Truth or Dare, Spin the Bottle. We hope you enjoyed. Did you guys catch any other ones?